Alright guys, so today is March 17 and I am here at the OBGYN. I'm about to go up and in just a couple minutes. It's barely 1:41. My appointment is at 2, but I'm about to get down here because it's gonna take a minute for me to go up there and just kind of get ready and see what they tell me and what they do. Like I said, so far the only thing I know that they're gonna do is an ultrasound, and I think that is it. But we will see. As of right now, I'm a little nervous, guys. I don't know why, but like, even though like I know what's gonna happen and like why I'm here for, like, I'm still so fucking nervous, and doctors just make me nervous. But anyways, I'm here and I'm gonna go ahead and get down. Here I am. I'm at my doctor's office.
So my name is Michelle. We'll be doing your ultrasound today, and then you'll see Dr. Ghosh again after this.
Okay.
So you've been having not so many menstrual cycles, correct? And then trying to conceive too?
Yes.
How long have you been trying to conceive?
2 years.
2 years now?
Yeah.
And the first day of your last menstrual period, it was March 3rd?
Yes.
Correct, okay. Any surgeries on the pelvic area?
No.
What about any history of being diagnosed with like fibroids or ovarian cysts or anything like that?
I don't
Nothing?
think so.
Nothing?
Not that I know of.
Well, let's take a look.
Alright guys, so I just got out of the clinic. I don't even know if I should give you guys an update here. I might actually just wait until I get home so I can make like a proper video on like explaining, like, you know, where I can sit down comfortably and actually like explain to you guys like what she had told me. I tried recording everything that I could, but I did have you guys in my purse, and right now I was looking back at the footage and it seems like it's kind of hard for me to like hear things. There's like certain things I can hear very slightly, but I'm hoping that when I'm like editing I can like put the volume up more and like I can actually hear what she has to say, or like if you guys can hear what she said to me. But if not, she wrote down everything for me on this list, and I will go over with you with everything and tell you how everything went. I did have my ultrasound today, but it's cool because I had my ultrasound done today, but since I had it done today, I got my results today too. So it's kind of interesting to see, you know, all of that. But I am about to go home and I will basically tell you guys how it all went, and then we'll go from there. Hello guys, so it is the next day, so I do apologize if I do look a bit messy today. I just kind of wanted to go over with you guys. As you guys saw in my last clip, I did talk about how I recorded on my phone. I just was not sure if it actually got like what the doctor was saying. I'm hoping that when I do edit the video, I can like adjust the volume and make it loud enough to where like you guys are able to hear it. But we'll see what I can work with that. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and explain here basically what it is that they had told me at the doctor's. What I did was I got a little ultrasound. As soon as I went there, I waited until I got an ultrasound done, and the lady gave me a little picture of my ultrasound. This just basically shows my left ovary, my right ovary, and then it just basically shows like my eggs. After that, they just basically sat me back down into the waiting room, and then after the waiting room, they just told me to come back in, and the doctor was basically gonna explain to me the results about my ultrasound. So first thing is first is, at this point, based on everything that was being looked at, she says that I was diagnosed with PCOS. I'm gonna go ahead and put on here on the screen what PCOS is, so a lot of people may not know what it is. PCOS is basically, it means like your body is not ovulating, like your body is not releasing all the eggs that your body needs to release. So she just kind of broke down bit by bit kind of explaining what PCOS is, what to look for, health conditions when it comes to PCOS, things that we need to protect with our bodies, and then basically at the end I will talk about what she talked to me about my like fertility process. But I'm gonna go ahead and start off with like basically what my diagnosis was. So when it comes to PCOS, there are 3 diagnoses that a lot of people get, and out of all these 3, you may get all 3 of them. Some people may get 2 of them, and some people may just get 1 out of these 3 diagnoses when it comes to PCOS. So for example, me, I only have 1 out of these 3 diagnoses. My first thing, it's called oligomenorrhea, which means, a lot of people may not know this, but basically what that means is like, if your cycles are more than 35 days apart, you're gonna have that. Number 2, the second diagnosis when it comes to PCOS is called testosterone, and basically what that is when your testosterone is like super high, you will have abnormal hair growth. So I know a lot of people do get like hair right here down their chin, just like in different parts of their body, and it's not just like regular soft hair, but like actual long like horse hair, because they have super high testosterone. The third diagnosis is PCO ovaries on an ultrasound. She didn't see any of that in my ultrasounds. So when it comes to protecting the endometrium when it comes to PCOS, so basically she says that a lot of people who do have PCOS, we do want to protect our endometrium, which is using birth controls, whether that is like the pill, the patch, a ring, an IUD, or etc. Another thing is your progesterone. Sometimes some people have to take progesterone to basically regulate their period. So for example, me, my progesterone is so low, so for me it's kind of hard for me to have my period. So that is my issue here. I don't have periods. Like I literally explained to her, like, I can go 7 to 8 months without having a period. So another issues that she came across was like your metabolic issues with it, what's gonna be like my health issues when it comes to PCOS. So she did say that a lot of people, this is not everybody, and this doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to happen to me, is what she said, but a lot of people can have health conditions when it comes to PCOS. The first thing is, of course, your insulin resistance. So basically that is for like a lot of people who actually tend to gain so much weight, but once they gain that weight, it's also hard for them to lose the weight when it comes down to PCOS. Another thing is like diabetes. Another issue that she sees when it comes down to PCOS is called lipid, which is cardiovascular. So she says that she even told me, like, this is not something that I'm telling you you're gonna get, or it's something that you may get in the future. She says it just depends on everybody, but she says with people with PCOS, it could be a risk factor later on in the future that you may have risks of heart disease because of the PCOS. So that is pretty much everything that she had told me when it comes down to PCOS. Now, because of my PCOS, she kind of talked to me basically on my fertility issues and like what is my step to step that I'm going to be taking in order for me to conceiving my rainbow baby. So the first thing is this month, you guys, was the last month that I had the chance to try to get naturally pregnant without taking any medication. Starting next month, hopefully, and God willing, I get my period. Starting next month, when I get my period, I'm going to be taking medication. If I do not get my period, I am going to have to take some progesterone to regulate my period, basically. So it says progesterone is basically to start bleeding. Day 1 of bleeding is cycle day number 1. So for those who do not know, when it comes down, I would suggest for anybody out there who's actually trying to get pregnant, I suggest you guys downloading an app on your phone and track your period. Normally the app will tell you what cycle day you are on, but basically once you start your period, that is cycle day number 1. And then she said my second step is going to be on cycle day number 3 to 7. So basically once I start my period on, which is going to be cycle day number 1, on cycle day number 1, I'm gonna have my period. Then like 2 days after I start my period, which is gonna be cycle day 3, I am going to start taking a medication that is called letrozole. Okay, and I'm only gonna take that medication from 3 to 7 days. Now let me explain to you before I move on to the next step. Okay, she did warn me a little bit about letrozole, which she says this medication is pretty strong. Basically what letrozole is going to be a medication that's going to help my body to forcefully release my egg. The one thing that she did tell me about my letrozole is that I do have to be very careful, because this medicine is very, very, very strong, you guys, that there is a possibility that I can have twins. She says it is a high risk, because she says that for some people it has happened that they have twins with this medicine, because your body's forcing those eggs to come out. So she says it could be a possibility that I can have twins. I'm taking this medicine 3 to 7 cycle days. So okay, so cycle day number 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, it's all going to be taking this medicine, and that's going to be a couple days before I actually ovulate. This is literally going to be while I'm having my period. This is going to help that my body already has the medicine, so when it's time for ovulation, my body can release those eggs. Okay, while I am doing all of this, I have to have, she did say cycle day 7 to 14. She put on there twice. Cycle day 7 to 14, she wants me to be taking ovulation predictor kits at home, and then she wants me to have, she wants me to baby dance every single day to every other day during cycle day 7 and cycle days 14. So, okay. And then on it says on cycle day 12, she does want me to go in for another ultrasound, just to make sure that my body is responding to the medication. And then she wants to see that by cycle day 21, she also wants to do another blood work to make sure that my body is above the number 3, or it's above 3, because that'll show her that my body did ovulate and release that egg. So she wants to see all of that. And then it just says that basically by cycle day 35, if I've not had a period, then basically I need to take a pregnancy test. So like I said, for this month, this is my last month to trying to get pregnant without any medication. Starting next month, if I do not get pregnant this month on my own without the medication, then starting next month, once I get my period, and hopefully I will get my period, then I can start taking this medicine and I can actually get pregnant, hopefully. She did say that she's gonna try to give me this medication for 3 months. She says that if in 3 months this medication does not work for me, then she is gonna have to send me to an actual specialist that will help me with you know, trying to get pregnant. Maybe we have to do a little bit more testing to see like what is actually wrong and the reason why I'm not getting pregnant. And I'm excited to share all of this experience with you guys. So make sure you are subscribed and you're following me, you guys. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so you guys can be notified when I do upload any of my new videos. And I'm excited to bring you guys along in this journey. But as of right now, that is it, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye guys.